Welcome, Pisces, to your next 3 months reading for July 2025. I'm going to look at the same 6 areas that we did back in June, where we saw the angels and your energies kind of ask you to shift your mindset in order to kind of unlock attraction of abundance to you. If you don't want to watch the process, you can go ahead and use the timestamps below. But otherwise, let's get into it. Let's get your cards. See what's the kind of update on your journey, where you're at in your path for the next 3 months here: August, September, and October. Okay. And then we'll do a card as well from the other deck, and then I'll also get just a couple charms on top for each. Okay. So Pisces, just kind of tuning in, next 3 months, August, September, October. What do we need to talk about, right? So we've got your home environment, so where you spend the bulk of your time, where you're splitting your time between, your relationship with self, a heart's desire or wish that the angels are supporting and working on with you now. And in this bottom row, we start to talk about expectations. Maybe there's something in your calendar, something you need to prepare for. And then we peek ahead at what's assured to come true just based on everything that you've done sort of to date, decisions that you're making, other people's actions and reactions. I'm going to adjust the shine so it's off the card there. So let's see what your messages are here, Pisces. Looks like just discarding a few here off the top. I'll just get 1 or 2 card for additional messages and clarity. Feel some movement back here in the back. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, skip ahead. Maybe sometimes charms are in the way. Okay, we'll go here first. There we go. All right, so let me just clean up here what they've discarded. Quite a few here upside down. Okay. I'm just going to tune in here while I also take a timestamp for our friends that would like to skip ahead and get into the messages. And we'll get started. So with your home environment here, just to kind of start off, it looks like you're kind of getting some stuff done around the house or around the work, whatever your 2 environments are here. That's what I'm seeing here with the elephant, sort of this determination, this focus on your home environments here and getting sort of tasks done, because you're also celebrating, sort of celebrating achievements. So this could be DIY projects, this can be moving, kind of changing things around. Maybe you're out there just kind of updating things, kind of freshening things up. Yeah, look at the beautiful headdress here. So I don't know if your DIY around home has been more kind of landscaping or like decor based. Kind of reading that quite strongly here. Sort of all the tasks kind of getting done, sort of checking them all off your list. Maybe that's why you're celebrating. Maybe that's why you're celebrating, because you got your landscaping, your DIY done, the season, maybe a period at work. Maybe you've gone through sort of an annual period here where it's a a little bit of a busier time for you. And so you kind of checked all that off, and then you kind of finished. And now you have an opportunity here to rest at home, right? Rest and celebrate. So rewards, kind of rewards for efforts, the fruit of your labor, all that language is kind of flowing into the head right now. Beautiful work there, Pisces, focused in at your home environment. Your relationship with self over the next 3-month period, looks like you're kind of focusing in here on a closure of something and just kind of doing a new start on your own, but the angel charms are telling you to look back. So maybe they don't want you to have this closure. Maybe this is the shift in mindset that we had in June. I can't completely recall. But the dog is kind of planted, right? When the dog, a hound spots something, they just plant their feet and freeze, right? So because this is the area of self, this would be stubbornness, refusal to change a point of view or see somebody else's point of view. And the energies here want you to continue to work on that. Yeah, look at your soul here is like hugging you. Look how stubbornly you're on your throne. You're like, I'm not changing my ways, my opinion. Look at his face, very determined. The eyebrows are kind of furrowed here, but your soul is hugging you. They want you to kind of release that. Where's he clawing? He's clawing at the heart space. You need to release some tension, maybe. This might display physically if, tight chest, heartburn, acid reflux, all of that. If you don't kind of relax here a little bit. Let's see, what's this? Wasp spirit. Yeah, sometimes life stings. So holding on to a grudge, right? Like I was saying, up here, the stubbornness, holding on. And they want you to release this. They want you to work on releasing that energy. Don't focus on it. Be willing to look back. Maybe don't shut yourself off from this person or situation, this grudge, whatever it is. Looks like it's not really serving you any good purpose here. It's not closing anything. It's not starting anything new. It's just kind of holding you in place here. What did I see here? I'm just going back to notes. Yeah, shift mindset, unlock abundance. So you're still kind of stubborn here, Pisces. So you need to shift your perspective, shift your stance on something, to bring in sort of the next stage of wealth. I'm going to see if I can get the camera a little bit more over top the cards. Seems far away. Okay, that's a bit better. You live and learn, right? Okay. So your heart's wish, we have abundance. And they're just saying you need to shift your mindset for this abundance, right? The closure, the new start. So if I read it like my other charm, a pair of glasses, that's all about shifting perspective. So once you do that, kind of release this grudge, initiate your fresh start, and comes the wealth and abundance that you desire. I see this here as well. With my Made with Love charm, this is a heart's passion. So your deep desire is this wealth and abundance. So maybe a different kind of lifestyle. You want your world to kind of feel calm and at peace. So whatever your wish is, it's to bring you this, to make sure that you feel a sense of control over your world, no surprises, that kind of energy you're seeking. Yeah, maybe I'll hold it this way. Yeah, look, they're giving you the snake, shedding of the skin, fresh fresh skin, right? Letting this go. Bygones be bygones. Get yourself a fresh start. That's what you're desiring. You want this abundance, this wealth. Look at you sliding in. Whee! You know, here I come to collect it. A lot of fun, creative spirit as well. A lot of joy, happiness. As it taps into, you kind of slide in here to your passion center, right? Your abundant lifestyle that you're dreaming of. But you got to shed this skin first. You need to do this work like we talked about in June. It's not going to come to you without the work. Our angels support us and they guide us, but we need to do equal parts effort to bring in our wishes here. Coming down to the bottom row here, what you expect is a decision. You're probably already aware of the kind of decision you need to make here because it's what you expect. Maybe you're already mulling it over. What should I do? So maybe the cards here will have some insights, but there's a decision to be made here in the next 3-month period. I would say the decision here is probably with something up here in your home environment, something related to your work, your retirement lifestyle, your home environment. Again, so you feel you're surrounded with everything you like, everything you want. So kind of changing here with the infinity, sort of this calmness again, right? Steady pace. Your heart's kind of seeking that. You know, the heart's putting a spotlight here on this easygoing. I don't say every day is the same, but every day is predictable. You're kind of seeking that. You don't want any more of the unexpected. It seems, you know, you're shining the light to what you don't expect, and you're kind of angry at that. So, you know, you're hoping that the decision that you're making here in the next 3-month period is going to help to avoid, right? The lighthouse effect, right? We shine the light so the boats don't crash on the rocks. So safety can be found. So sort of your home as your safe harbor here, right? The cow's all adorned. The peacock was all nice and brilliant. So a lot of emphasis and importance put here on your home, the pride of your home. That's really taps into your heart center here, Pisces. But you're trying to make a decision the next 3 months here to keep your home space happy, balanced. What you don't expect, I don't know if this is a surprise visitor. This is a wonderful surprise. This is my Jack in the Box. So joy, whimsy, happiness, all those kind of emotional state comes from this. So a happy surprise. Could also be news. You know, could be news of a new baby, news of a grandchild or something new, a new start, news of an engagement. But it brings happiness and joy to you. If this isn't an unexpected kind of visitor that you haven't seen in a while, kind of knocking on your door here, a little bit timid and shy because you know, you're not expecting them. So kind of a drop in here, but there is sort of this unexpected new with my Bambi here. New start, new addition to the family, to the household. That's not planned, right? That's all that unexpected means. Just it isn't planned. Let's see how I'm trying to keep my hands here out of the way. Okay. So with that, they have, you know, nothing's wasted, your vulture spirit. You're both looking back. You're both looking back to this home environment, this home space. So something new, like I said, something new coming to visit you, or something new gets introduced to the home space here. Again, we have the lantern. It's like they're shining a light back at you, right? The peacock was shining a light, and they're shining a light back to you. So maybe that just shows that, this is positive news. Again, the joy center, because where's the light? The light's on your heart, on the peacock. So if this light is shining back to your heart, then that means this is a positive love connection, somebody you already know, happy news, but we already knew that was the charm. That you're going to smile, you're going to have joy. So, don't panic here. Before I move on, I like how we have a vulture and a peacock both wearing crowns. One kind of looks like a king crown. The other one looks kind of queen crown-ish. So I don't know if this is sort of this bird pairing is reflective of this new start, right? If it is a child, grandchild, obviously this is family, right? The two birds. But I don't know. There's a connection here. What is this like? Birds of a feather flock together. They're slightly different, but they're still within the I don't know, what is that? Bird family, whatever it's called scientifically, the category. So we know they're birds, even though they're kind of unique in themselves, right? So I don't know if that's kind of a hint of who this is or what this unexpected news will be related to. But it seems like someone familiar to you, someone that is the same as you, but is their own unique person at the same time. Same family. So it could be like siblings, right? Same family, different personalities. Could be cousins, same extended family, but different personalities. So that kind of energy is coming off the cards here. All right, so let's look ahead at what's assured to come true based on, following this trajectory. So if you are able to shift your mindset here and let go, like what was asked in June, we'll see what's assured to come true here. So we have some clarity, some information, maybe that comes with this unexpected visit or communication. But you get the information and clarity, and when you do, this charm can kind of fit inside, sort of the right size there. But look how your heart here like lights up, Everything starts, it's almost like magical. If this was animated, it would be like all the kind of pop, pop, pops, right? Of the lines and stars that they do to visualize magic for us happening. So there's like this happy magic that happens with clarity and information. Okay. So we have this beautiful connection here. I don't know if this is a reunion. Again, I don't know if that's the two birds here. You and your I don't know, family member, new coworkers, whatever it might be, this new connection. Truth transcends illusion. Truth, right? Information's coming in. Clarity. That's going to set everything back into happy motion, right? We see the heart. Now we're into a flamingos pairing. I don't know what the what the bird analogy is down here. I don't know if you and this individual talk about birds or both enjoy birds, talk to birds. I'm not sure, but they're emphasizing birds here. But I love the dragonfly spirit, the fresh start, the change, right? The change in the mindset. And when you do that, what happens? Here's the story that we got told in June. Change your mindset. Look at all this abundance and happiness that flows to you. Your passion center lights up. So be open to receiving this clarity, right? Be open to receiving this information because it's going to change things around for you. Like the card says, the clarity, the truth brings transformation. Very beautiful transformation. And like I said, Pisces, for I guess a water sign, a fish sign, you have quite a few birds here. Sort of this bird analogy, this bird connection for you as part of your story here in the next 3 months. So let's check in next month. we'll see kind of your progress, how you've been doing. Maybe I'll get a better understanding of what this bird analogy is. Maybe that'll come out. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next month.